How's it going, guys? I'm here with my PWG DDT4 2013 DVD review. This review should have been up a few weeks ago because I actually watched this a few weeks ago, but I just never honestly found the time to review this show, or felt really the need to review it right away, so I honestly just put it off until I got the next PWG show, and I actually got Is Your Body Ready in the mail yesterday, so I'll probably be watching that either tonight or tomorrow night, so a review of that will be up this weekend. And since I got that, I felt like I should review this ASAP, considering I don't want to put Is Your Body Ready review before this one, because that'd just be dumb of me. So yeah, it's a ready to review, and yeah, let's get into the video. Like I said, I watched the show a few weeks ago, so my memory won't be the clearest, but I will try and give you the best off my memory. Alright, DVD cover, you see you have Michael Elgin, Brian Cage, Rich Swann, Ricochet, Kevin Steen, El Generico, the Briscoes, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Eddie Edwards, Roderick Strong, the Young Bucks, and the Super Smash Bros. And of course, you have Sami Callihan hitting Drake Younger head to steel chair. DDT4, January 12th, 2013. It's a great day. It's my birthday, in case you could get that joke. You have Kevin Steen, El Generico, recorded live on Saturday, January 12th, 2013, in Colonial Reseda, California. Of course, you have the PWG logo right there. You open it up, you have the disc right there, El Generico putting his arms up. Inside you have a picture of Steen and Generico, their last hug before, because this is El Generico's final PWG match, or show, so that's why they made a big deal. You have DDT4, you have Drake Younger on the side right there, there's the back. Here's a back, not the back, but the side. Here's a back here, a bunch of pictures from the show. You can pretty much just look at these pictures, and pretty much say how awesome this show is. Yeah, here's a little back description. On Saturday, January 12, 2013, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla returned to Reseda, California for the annual Tag Team Tournament Spectacular. DDT4 witnessed the deepest tournament field ever seen, vying for not only the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Championship, but the prestige of calling themselves something few in the world can, DDT4 champions. This DVD also features two non-tournament bouts, including Sami Callihan and Drake Younger's second match in the Brutal Number One Contenders series, plus a final match in the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla career of one of the all-time greats, El Generico. This is a one night of professional wrestling that you definitely don't want to miss, and definitely don't want to miss indeed, because this is actually a great show. I'll definitely say this is the weakest PWG show so far this year. The show kind of just it flew by, to be perfectly honest. Like, the matches felt like they just sailed right by. The show wasn't too long, it was 2.5 hours. Very entertaining show. I thought it was very fun to watch. Tag team wrestling is always fun. Yeah, just overall a great show, I honestly thought. And yeah, of course, the matches at the dead. This is actually, like I said in the description, this year was actually for the PWG World Tag Team titles, because this tournament usually is a number one contenders tournament, and this year is for the tag team titles. So yeah, so it made that much special. Not special, but much bigger deal. The first match you had, it was the DDT first round match, the Inner City Machine Guns versus the Young Bucks. Great opener here. You got a lot of athleticism from both teams. Super kick party here. Of course, you have Ricochet and Rich Swann just being the amazing high flyers that they are. They actually did a 6 spot where they both flew out over the not turnbuckles, but the posts. They jumped over them. They didn't jump off them. They jumped over them into the crowd. 6 spots. Just a very, very fun opener. This is probably, you could argue this is the best match on the card. This is actually a very, very fun tag team match. No complaints here whatsoever. Young Bucks got the one with the inside cradle. Rich Swann went for a standing 450, but I think it was Matt Jackson who caught him with the knees into the guts when he did the 450, and gave him an inside cradle for the 1-2-3 to win the match. So good stuff there. Nothing spectacular. Well, nothing spectacular. What am I talking about? This was a spectacular match. Like I said, we argued for match of the night, and just a very, very fun match overall. And by the way, one complaint I'll have about this entire show is that a lot of the matches ended pretty shitty. Majority of the matches were either cheap finishes or just very, very stupid. So that's probably the only complaint I have about this show. Next match, you had a DDT first round match as well, Super Smash Bros. Versus Unbreakable F Machines. This was actually for the tag team titles here, and this is actually, this would actually be argued as weakest match. Actually, I wouldn't say it's the weakest match. I'd say this is probably the second weakest DDT4 match round right here. It really didn't do anything for me. I thought you have such huge guys in both Cage and Elgin, and I think player Uno, they're such big guys. and you really can't stupefy such a small guy. It's kind of it's a weird thing. But they actually did a 6-spot. Super Smash Bros. A 6-spot when they went through the ropes, and they just they did some cool spots in the match. Nothing very awesome, but they did some cool things there. Of course, Elgin and Cage got the win with the spinning Dr. Bomb by Elgin. Cage. Sorry, on a was it Cage or Elgin? I think Elgin hit it and Cage pinned him. They got the win. They became the new PWG Tag Team Champions here. Nothing very memorable here, to be perfectly honest, but just whatever match. It was fine. Next, we had another DDT4 first-round match. You had Dojo Bros versus Future Shock. Great match here. This is very, very entertaining. 3 of my favorite indie wrestlers and Roderick Strong, Eddie Edwards, and Adam Cole were involved in this match, so I was definitely looking forward to this. Adam Cole was just awesome doing the suck my dick thing. He actually went to take his tights off, but Roderick Strong, or was it Eddie or Roddy? One of the two. They both chopped like motherfuckers, so it doesn't really matter. I think it was Roddy that chopped. Yeah, it was Roddy. He chopped Adam Cole right in his dick, so Cole was actually out somewhat majority of the match. This is a very fun match overall. Dojo Bros end up getting the loss here. They're actually going to get the win, but Adam Cole hit, was it Roddy Strong? Eddie Edwards. I think it was Roddy. Yeah, it was Roddy. He hit him with the PWG World Title and pinned him 1, 2, 3 after that, so Future Shock advances. Great match there. Good stuff. You can't go wrong with those two teams. And then you had the final DDT4 first-round match, the Briscoe Bros versus Generico and Kevin Steen. I was actually very disappointed in this match. I actually didn't like this match at all that much, to be perfectly honest, which is disappointing because you'd think with the history of these two teams, they'd put on an awesome match here. But they honestly didn't. Honestly, didn't really like this match that much. Mark Briscoe was doing more of the kung fu stuff than actually wrestling. So I didn't honestly really like this match that much. I thought it was very disappointing. This is probably the weakest match of the DDT4 tournament. So I just the match didn't do anything for me. I didn't really enjoy it that much. But Generico and Steen got the victory when the Briscoe Bros went for the Doomsday Device, but Generico was able to. When they, I think it was Jay who jumped off to do the Jay or Mark, whoever went to jump off the turnbuckle for the Doomsday Device, Generico was able to do a victory roll when they jumped and you got the 1, 2, 3 to win the match. So honestly, nothing special. I didn't really like it that much, to be perfectly honest. Next, we actually had the second round match, which was who was it? Unbreakable Left Machines versus Young Bucks for the tag team titles as well. I'll have to be for tag team titles because Unbreakable Left Machines are tag team champions at this point. Good match. I enjoyed it. Both teams. It's weird because they both have different styles. You have Elgin and Cage who are huge guys, and you have the Young Bucks who are like half their size. So it's a weird how their sizes win. But I thought they put on a fun match here. The Young Bucks, being the young fucks that they are, got the win here with an inside cradle to win the match. What happened was I forgot what happened. I know. No, I think. I know what happened. Elgin went for the Dr. Bomb with the spinning Dr. Bomb. Yeah, he went for it, but Matt Jackson was able to. What did he do? He did some kind of splash onto him, which did he do a splash on him? It was some kind of finish where the Young Bucks both end up landing on Elgin for the pinfall. Was either I'm trying to think if Matt Jackson swooped his legs and Elgin fell down with Nick Jackson on top of him, or if Matt Jackson did like a splash on top of Elgin, which both of them fell on Elgin. I don't remember. Either way, Young Bucks won the tag team titles there. Fun match. And next match we had was the DDT4 second round match. You had El Generico and Kevin Steen taking on Future Shock. Another fun match. It felt pretty short. It felt like 6 minutes, but I think it got like 12, 15, if that. It just felt like a very short match, but it was a very good match. Not very good, but it was a good match for what it was. Steen and Generico, of course, got the win here. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly looked really good in this match, I thought. I think they looked better in this match than they did with the match with the Dojo Bros. But it was still a good match. They both looked great. Ending was awesome as well. Kevin Steen hit the package pile driver on, not Kevin Steen. Yeah, sorry, my throat's a little dry. If you haven't noticed, I'm still sick. But Kevin Steen hit a package pile driver, Adam Cole, threw him right in the El Generico for the Brain Buster at the 1, 2, 3 to win the match and advance to the finals of the DDT4. round, so it's good stuff there. And then we had, of course, the non-tournament matches. We have a singles match, B-Boy versus Willie Mack. Honestly, didn't care for this match. Honestly, didn't like this match at all. The only thing really worth noting was B-Boy actually dropped Willie Mack on his head. He dropped him right on top of his head, which I thought was pretty bad for B-Boy, because I'm like, alright, Willie Mack's going to fuck you up now. And Willie Mack did fuck him up. He went with the Chocolate Thunder Bomb. Nothing special, the match sucked. Next we have a KO or submission only match, Sami Callihan versus Drake Younger. Just like their Guerrilla Warfare match, they basically just kill each other here. You basically had Callihan basically kicking Drake Younger's ass through the majority of this match. Just, powerbombing through chairs, through fucking, I don't want to say tables. I think they did use the table, but they're just basically killing each other. It's basically some CZW shit match right here. I'm not calling the match shit, but like this is some stuff you would see in a CZW match right here. And it was a good match. It was great. Probably the best match on the card. But I still enjoy the Inner City Machine Guns Young Bucks match more than this. But this is probably the best overall match in the card. Basically, like I said, you had Callihan beat the shit out of Younger the entire match, and then Drake Younger got the win at the end with the elbows to the Callihan, and the referee had to stop it and declare Sami Callihan the loser and Drake Young the winner, which, of course, led to their final match at All-Star Weekend Night 1, which I already have a review and already seen the match of, so go check that out if you haven't already. Yeah, sorry. And then, of course, at the final match, which was the DDT4 final round, you had the Young Bucks versus El Generico and Kevin Steen for the tag team titles. Great match. Match went right away. Went off with a bang. You had the brawling in the outside before the match even started. Then eventually the match got back in the inside. You had Steen and Generico basically kick the Young Bucks' ass through the majority of this match. It's a very fun match overall. It's probably the second best tournament match. I would say either that one or the first round match with the Inner City Machine Guns and Young Bucks. That could be argued for the match of the night for the tag title tournament. But definitely a great match there. Of course, this is Generico's final match, so everyone was hoping for Steen and Generico to get that last win. But it didn't happen because Kevin Steen hit a package pile driver on the Matt Jackson. When he threw him into Generico for the brain buster, Matt Jackson actually hit an inside cradle for the 1-2-3. The Young Bucks win the match, retain the tag team titles there. Steen and Generico are pissed. Steen wants something to do Generico, then comes back, gives Generico a hug. The whole roster basically comes out to say goodbye to Generico. Generico cuts a promo. Honestly, couldn't hear what he was saying because he was speaking in Spanish, and just, I don't know, the mic work for that show, I guess, sucked because I couldn't hear a word they were saying, or he was saying. It just seemed like a very heartfelt promo. He was saying he's basically going back to, he's still living the gimmick up there, he's going back to Mexico. It's funny that he even goes into, if you don't know, El Generico is Sami Zayn by now in NXT, and he has his two separate Twitter accounts, I Like Sami Zayn and El Generico, and from time to time he goes into the Generico account and tweets from, tweets from Mexico, which I think is pretty funny. But yeah, just a great moment. Definitely not as good as the Bryan Danielson farewell from Guerreros de Frontiers, but this is a good one as well. Like I said, the mic was fucking up. You really couldn't hear him, so it kind of sucked, but it was still a good send-off nevertheless. But yeah, DDT4, definitely pick it up. Definitely a great show. Definitely not one of the best DDTs, but fours. But definitely a great show to must own, considering this is Generico's last. Was this his last indie show ever? I'm trying to think if this is his last indie show in general. I definitely know it's his last PWG show, but I don't know if it's his last indie show. But yeah, definitely pick it up. Great show, and I'll see you guys for my review of Is Your Body Ready either tomorrow or Sunday.